Welcome to KenzuGaming. This is my first multiplayer battle in Shogun 2. The replay is 2 years old. However, it will show you that strength in numbers is a viable strategy. So let's have a look at my cavalry, which I'm setting out at the front. I have 3000 ashigaru, which are facing about 1700 highly trained samurai and matchlock nuns and whatnot, with a lot of veterancies. We can even see that, for example, these samurai have 5 veterancy, the other ones have 2, there are some with 4. So what is my strategy? My strategy is to throw a lot of shit at them. However, first I send some cavalry and attack them to entice them to attack, and maybe also make them a little bit more tired. Now you can see that my cavalry is retreating, so I can set up a defensive line here with my Yari Ashigaru. And if you look at my troop composition, you can see that I have a lot of archers. This means that if I want to use their advantage to the fullest, I'll have to set up a defense, which will allow me to fire a lot of arrows at them until they will be able to engage my bowmen. Now, maybe you have noticed that their cavalry is trying to flank me. Fortunately, I have some force which is prepared here to deal with the flanking units. Namely, I have some bow samurai and also some Yari Ashigaru. In the meantime, I have sent 2 regiments to capture these bonus buildings. This one allows me to reload faster, and this one increases my armor. And you can already see that my units are starting to harass the enemy. While we are raising the red flag here, we better focus what's happening here. Now he retreated a little bit to decrease his losses, and while he's doing that, and while he's trying to flank me from that side, I've decided to move here closer to get my archers in range of the enemy. You can see that right now they're still out of range. Soon they should be in range. And they're retreating. Run, little grasshoppers, run! So while this is happening, he decided to engage me.
Our general is in grave danger, my lord.
However, I have set up my Yari Ashigaru in a way that he cannot attack there. This obviously leaves him only with one option. Of course, these Yari Ashigaru are not fast enough to catch up, but he is going to attack these tercos, which I leave on purpose. Because if I didn't leave them here, if I put them together with the other army, he would be always running around, always trying to harass my unit. So I will sacrifice some of my tercos units so that I can encircle him here. In the meantime, you can see that my line of defense set up here is able to weaken the enemy forces. Let's have a look what's happening here. Let's have a look how he's attacking my tercos. You can see that soon after he engages them, they are engaged by these units. So he decides to run away, and the only way how I can stop them is by setting up a line and starting to shoot at them. This forces them to come back and run right into my spears. So while they're going to be rooted there, let's have a look at these monks with their rifles. Of course, these monks are very accurate. And even though they're supported by archers, my archers should have the superiority. Simply through numbers, and also because the monks are not armored. And they're retreating. You can see that the enemy is going to be weakened here soon. This guy is also retreating. And you can see these little grasshoppers are attacking. And these guys are already wavering. Of course, the massive number of arrows being lobbed at them is not helping. And this will force them to retreat soon. So they have only 100 men, and they didn't achieve much, and they have to recruit now. And these are the elite units of my enemy. You can see the veterancy is very high. And if you look at the ashigaru, you can see that the ashigaru are getting massacred here. In the meantime, I have sent some troops here to stop the enemy from flanking my bowmen, and the bowmen are going to finish off all these units because here I have advantage. So while these guys are fighting here, if these guys fall and the ones behind them, then I would be losing 3 battalions of archers. So the strategy which I usually employ is setting up a very long attack line, splitting up the enemy, and then holding off the troops where they are stronger and crushing them where they are weaker. So for example here, even though the ashigaru have lost, they have held out against the samurai long enough until my reinforcements come to crush them. You can already see the cavalry arriving. Now even their veterans is not gonna help them. Let's watch from this angle. Oh, actually we didn't see much, they're already running. Here are some reinforcements, but they have been routed fast enough too. And look how they're gaining the morale when the enemy is routing. And this is the end of the battle. So actually yes, strength in numbers is a viable strategy, and if you have large enough numbers, then you can win even against elite units. What definitely helped me were those little skirmishes, be it the skirmishes with the cavalry or against the monks. These have of course contributed to my victory. What do you guys think about this battle? How would you have done things differently if you were the other guy, or what would you do differently if you were me? Now here we have the result. 3,000 units deployed. The enemy was focusing on more strong units, so he had less units, 1,780. Let's just have a look at the unit statistics for a while. You can see that I have a lot of losses. But these cavalry bowmen, they were very efficient. They killed 194 men and lost only 3. So this is definitely something interesting. I hope you enjoyed this battle. Thanks for watching.